fell asleep, unfortunately. But I understand that my boy was supposed to be mad at me, Tommy, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that this internet thing make people do things for attention. I guess I don't know. Tommy, I'm not gonna beef with you. I've always given you the utmost respect. I've always shouted you out when you text me and said, "Hey man, you gave Kevin Samuels the credit for something that I say." I said, "Oh shit." I said, "You right." I said, "My bad." I said, "But you gotta understand something. He's saying what you say, but that's who I'm hearing right now. So just automatically that was in my brain because he said it over and over again on the show that I watched. So I explained that to you, and then we texted, and I told you, I said, look, if ever this come up again, make sure you hit me and give me the benefit of the doubt because you my dog. And every time I've gone live and I've said, make that make sense, I started shouting out both of y'all because I said y'all need to stop arguing, and I'm not getting in between y'all beef. That's what I told you on the phone that you can't say or show on your text message. And even on the text message, you got mad that I used the word cook. Well, sir, I've been using the word mama cooking shit for 2 weeks. So I'm sorry you got offended because I text you want to cook. But I've been saying the word for weeks. Most of the celebrities, Tommy, unfortunately for you, when they get hot or they get anything, name the celebrity that stay using your name. They usually unfollow you, delete you, and act like they never liked you. But I got 4 or 5 videos where I've said, shout out to my boy Tommy Sotomayor. But it seems like, I guess you want to stand on my shoulders kind of like Jack did. Because I couldn't watch the whole thing because I'm like, damn, is my dog talking about me like that over a misunderstanding that I text you? Hey man, if it ever come up again, make sure you talk to me first because it ain't like that. And you wouldn't even give me that benefit of the doubt. You sent me an angry text like we were breaking up or something. I'm just like, I was at dinner with my family looking at it like, how the fuck do I respond to this? Like, I don't know what I owe you. First time we met is over a video I did when God Bless the Dead when I was mad about something with Kobe. It wasn't like we were pen pals, but I'm still not going to disrespect you, and I never disrespected you, even in the text message. I went to sleep on Judge Joe Brown after he was on my podcast, and he didn't go online and show a text message, which he could do. He could show a text message of me sending him the same thing I sent you. Sorry, I fell asleep. And he didn't go online and start doxing me and saying things that's not true. He said I'm coming at black people or whatever else because of basketball. If you actually wasn't mad at me or whatever and really looked at it, I'm really not even talking about basketball. I wasn't talking period. I was talking about respect. I stayed quiet for 20 years and you think I'm just going to all of a sudden start crying whether somebody think I'm a bust or not? Even though I can show some analytics and some stats that can prove that that's not true either. And why the fuck would you at them colleges, Stephen A? I ain't never seen a bus get talked about at college. I really want to know the answer to that. What was the analytics? What were you trying to gain? And what were you teaching by going to a college talking about an 18-year-old kid? I just want to know. Volume low? But I just want to know. And Tommy, I'm not going to beef because I just think that's counterproductive. And that's not what I'm here for. If I use the beef and the negative shit to them 2 punks that don't know how to use a platform, that don't know how to promote black businesses for free, and don't know how to let other people eat off your content because I'm probably still going to make enough. That's okay for me. Everybody else get to use my content. So I'm not understanding what I did wrong other than maybe a misunderstanding. And you could have easily rescheduled. I'm a bus celebrity that respected you enough to give you my cell phone number. So you could have just hit me another time. And shout out to Star, you know, a true elder. You know, Star gave me so much game on one conversation, and I'm like, damn, man, listen, this is how you protect your YouTube. Go in there. He basically walking me through the YouTube. Man, go over here, go to the studio, doing this. He said, I know you're a little country bumpkin. My daddy is too. That's how an elder is supposed to help a young cat that's lacking in certain areas. Not do what Dr. Boyce Watkins is doing. Not doing what you're doing, Tyler. I only been on this thing for a week or two. I've shouted your name about 4 or 5 times. I don't know what else you want from me. Like I said, most of the celebrities, with the momentum I got going on right now, most people would say, hell no, because you come with a level of baggage. And I'm so independent that I didn't give a shit about the level of baggage because I know how to chew the meat and spit out the fat. I know that it's some things you say that's fucked up that I don't have to agree with. And there's some things you say when you're not arguing that are genuine and that you can take away from. I know how to do that. Other people can't. But that's why I was rocking with you. And it's not that you take credit for like everything somebody say. It's like, nah, when you from the hood and you from the struggle, we all gonna say similar things. We all went through similar situations. I've always given you the credit because you the first man who had enough cojones to say it on the internet. But now that I'm saying things on the internet, it's men that's walking up to me saying, man, thank you. You saying shit that I want to say. You saying shit that I say in the barbershop. Who am I to tell these niggas, no you ain't, you got that from me. No you're not. It's like, no, I don't have time for that. And so, I'm going to show you the real purpose of me being on the internet. I'm going to show you the real reason why I think they ain't let you meet me about 20 years ago. Because shout out to the Real Foundation. You know, I'm about to bring, the Real Foundation is, this is a sober house. I don't think she likes sober house. She likes to call it extended living. It's for women, all women now that are going through drug treatment and entering in these programs. A lot of these women can't find homes, and if they're convicted felons, they can't even rent or buy homes because of that convicted felon on their record. So this young lady, you can look her up. She was on TED Talk. She's helping me do my program for mine down in Brunswick, Georgia. So that's what I'm here for. I'm not here to get caught up in all this drama. And like I was saying in some of my rants, if you would have looked at or heard what I was saying in my rants, yeah, I was calling that nigga Becky with the good hair, and I was calling Jack a fake-ass gangster. And if you looked at goddamn text messages, I proved he's a fake-ass gangster. So ain't nothing I said has been a lie yet. So I don't know why people coming at me or why somebody's saying I'm butthurt or whatever about anything when I wasn't saying a motherfucking thing, you know. I do my own thing. I have homes for mothers, black mothers that would not have these type of homes in these type of situations. So I don't know what you want from me. I'm also about to bring on a former Laker teammate of mine because my platform is going to be used to highlight people who are actually doing real stuff instead of just shouting in the street and then moving next to white folks and getting their money and hauling ass and stepping down and leaving y'all like, what the fuck? See, it's real things that you can actually do in real time and people that's out there doing the work. But like I told y'all about the go along, get along gang, they're not gonna highlight these people. They're gonna highlight the people that go out there for photo ops. The things that this young man is doing are some of the things that I'm talking about. And we gonna do it on a bigger scale. Because all these motherfuckers, fuck that, all these motherfuckers with all this money that's shouting in the goddamn street, you look stupid as fuck. I'm just gonna be the one to tell you. And I've been saying it for the longest, but you ain't have my YouTube. But you can go back and look at it. You sound stupid. You got all this goddamn money. It's time to go into these opportunity zones. It's time to go make some business plans. And it's time to build these goddamn youth centers and these grocery stores and these little gardens. And let's have some food for these kids and stop fucking whining.
I love the way Kwame Brown responded to Tommy Sotomayor. He handled it the way a man would handle this situation before this beef got out of control. Kwame said, I texted him, I talked to him, I shouted him out 3 or 4 times to let him know that you were the first one who started all of this on the internet, the first one to become very successful. But he also let Tommy know that you can't critique everything that I'm saying, that it sounds like you. And one thing Kwame said, this is a very insightful man. He said when we all talk, it's gonna sound the same because most of us have had the same experiences. So if Kwame happened to use a catchphrase that Tommy has used or anybody has used on the internet, that's because we come from the same experiences. Yes, Tommy is still mad at Kevin Samuel for not shouting him out, but Kwame has did it 3 or 4 times. And he has done it to Carcino, Star, Basketball Updates, Ticket TV, and many others, so they can get some shine because they have been out here screaming the word and backing Kwame up for everything he's saying when it comes to the go along, to get along game. We have to understand that sometimes God picks different people at different times to get the message out to the people. Everyone has a season. Tommy has his season. Kevin Samuel will have his season. Kwame will have his season. But there will be many other seasons where someone comes along and they will get all the shine. They will get all the subscribers and they will make all the money. That's just how the game is when it comes to making money and spreading the message on YouTube. Everyone knows that Kwame has no ill will towards Tommy, and there should not be a beef between these two because they had a working relationship. Yes, it was sad that Tommy went on and started saying negative things about Kwame, but Kwame came back as a gentleman, said what he had to say. He didn't scream, didn't call him any names, just let him know that there is a bigger problem that needs to be solved in the black community. And he showed that in his next video by bringing on former Lakers player Devin George, where they talked about housing and things in Minneapolis that was needed to help the black community. Kwame can reach a bigger audience. He can reach people that Tommy may not can reach. That's what God is using him for. And that is what Kwame said he's going to use his platform for. And we should be excited that this is going on with Kwame Brown. He's a stand-up man. He has a lot of character. And he seems like he wants to solve the problems that needs to be solved in the black community. So let's get behind Kwame, Kevin, Tommy, Carcino, Star, and many others who are trying to get this job done, because this is going to be a long haul and a long fight. But now we got some warriors leading the battle. I want to thank you for listening to Black Site. Hope you subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, but also share this video.